good evening, everyone, and welcome to this live session. And yes, just before the CMA examination, guys, precisely 4 days to go for your examination, and I am here to answer your questions, your anxieties, to share your fears, to share your worries, and to calm them a little bit because I know how nervous, how tensed are we when we are just a few days to go for your examination. And yes, guys, 3 hours given to you, 3 hours given to you, and your entire study for whole 1 year is judged on the basis of what you write in those 3 hours. As per my experience, guys, as per my experience, these 3 hours don't test your knowledge. These test your patience. These 3 hours test your ability to stay calm in extreme difficult situations. These 3 hours test your ability to tackle difficult situations well. So definitely they are going to test your knowledge, but along with testing your knowledge, they are going to test your ability, your endurance power, your power to remain calm in most difficult and the toughest situation. So that is why these 3 hours are so important. Good evening, Chandana. Good evening, Naeem. Good evening, Minakshi. दीपांशु अरोड़ा कह रहे बहुत अच्छा लगा आप आज लाइव पे आए. Yes, even I loved coming. I usually love coming live with all of you, but yes, past few weeks were a little tough for me. So yes, little difficult, but yes, I managed time. Yes, I'm here to discuss the instructions which have been released by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. And these instructions are going to be very important instructions for all of you. Guys, after almost 3 attempts, now is an attempt which is again taken on a completely offline mode, which means that we are back to our original scheme of examination. And yes, we wanted that original scheme of examination, guys. And that particular examination is on a paper form. So yes, you need to be very vigile. You need to be very upfront in your giving of examination. Now, the notes which you give in your examination, the working notes will count. Your presentation will count. Your writing will count. Your writing speed will count. Everything will count because the examination is a physical form examination. It is no more an online examination. It is a physical form of examination. No more an online examination. So mind it, guys, mind it. Your examination is in physical mode. So it's very important to see what are the important instructions which have been given by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. So let me discuss these pointers with all of you. Let me tell you my insight on how I dealt with practical difficulties which are coming in the examination, and I'll go through certain important points which you should take care for sure. And after that, I'll take Q&A session. So please don't put up your questions right now. Do not put them right now. I'll first discuss all the instructions and then I will come up with your Q&A session. All right. So let's discuss CMA examination December 2022 attempt, instructions to the examinees. Of course, December 2022 attempt, which is being taken in January 2023 examination. All right. So CMA examination instruction to examinees. This has been released by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. And yes, we are going to see what are the important elements of these instructions. So guys, first and foremost, many students ask me this question. So what color pen can we use in the examination? Guys, it's very important to note that specific instruction is given by the institute, and this is a common norm that only blue or black ballpoint pen can be used. You cannot use a gel pen. You cannot use a pilot pen. You cannot use a roller pen. You can only use a ballpoint pen, that too either blue or black. Blue or black. I would recommend you to use only blue pen, okay? Because black I used to use for underlining the important parts. So you write with a blue pen and underline with black pen. That is an ideal scenario which you can take. But yes, you can do vice versa also. But writing with blue, underlining with black is the ideal situation, because soon as you underline with black over a blue handwritten word, it just highlights very profusely, very profoundly. It highlights itself. So blue pen, underline with black pen, That is an ideal situation which you can take. Guys, no pink pen, no magenta pen, no red pen, no any other color pen, only and only black or blue ballpoint pen. Why is it preferred to use ballpoint pen? So that if, God forbid, your sheet meets with an accident, if water is sprayed on that sheet by mistake by anyone, okay, then the writing should not disappear. Writing should not disappear, okay. And one very important point with the ballpoint pen which you should take care of, guys, certain ballpoint pens, when you write with that ballpoint pen, there is a lump of ink which gathers on that pen nib. Avoid using those kind of pens where a lump of ink gathers on the tip of the pen, because it leaves a mark after a given point in time. So use those pens which do not leave a mark on the paper, which do not smudges inside the paper, and it should be absolutely free flowing. So please don't do experimentation with examination. Don't say that, oh, my teacher gifted me a pen 2 years back which I didn't use since then. It's very lucky for me. I'll use it for the first time in the examination. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Use a pen which you are using for a very long time. Use that pen which is actually comfortable in your hands and you're easily able to write, and you are aware that what kind of pen is it, okay. So the pen which you are using in your daily routine, the pen which you are using in your daily writing habits, use that pen which you are habitual to, okay. So please use only ballpoint pen in the examination. No other pen is required to be used. Hindi or English medium students, whosoever has opted Hindi or English, you should use that particular language in the paper. So guys, I won't read all of them. I have already highlighted the important ones and I will discuss only the important ones, okay. Now this is related to exemption. If you have an exemption in any of the subject, and if you want to avail that exemption, then you need not do anything. Just don't appear in that paper. Your exemption is automatically availed, okay. So if you have an exemption, then it is eligible for 3 consecutive attempts. Next 3 consecutive attempts, it will be applicable. Do not appear in that paper and your exemption will be availed. You need not fill any form for availment of exemption. So exemption is availed soon as you do not appear in that paper. If you appear in that paper, then the exemption is withdrawn automatically. Then your exemption is vanished. Okay, then. Now, very important point, guys. Admit card needs to be handed over to the invigilator before you enter the examination hall. This gives a very important clue about you should carry your hard copy of admit card to the examination daily. Along with the hard copy of admit card, you should also carry a ID proof like a Aadhaar card, voter ID card, passport, or of course, no one carries passport with them. A driver's license, something of that sort should be accompanied with the admit card. So you will take 2 things to examination hall. 1, admit card. Second, any photo ID proof where your photo identification is there. Photo ID proof plus admit card. 2 things you have to take together to the examination hall. This is a prerequisite. And of course, if you have the institute registration card, if you have the institute registration cards, institute ID card, you should take that as well. If you don't have the institute registration card, it's really okay. It's not a mandatory norm, but yes, if you have it, please take it with you. So this is the specimen copy of the first cover page which will be given to you. In this specimen copy, you have to fill your roll number in words. You have to fill your subject code, your syllabus, your medium of language. Your roll number sticker is going to be pasted over here by the invigilator. Invigilator will paste the your roll number barcode over here. Then date of examination, group, subject code you're going to write over here, roll number you're going to write over here. And guys, you have to mark these circles as black. Okay, so this is the OMR sheet. You have to mark these circles with a black or blue ballpoint pen. You have to fill these circles, okay. This is an OMR sheet which will be read by the computer mediums. So please don't make any mistake in filling these sheets. Fill these sheets properly. This is not for you, this is for the examiner. Okay, next. Yes, you will be given 15 minutes of reading time. First 15 minutes of your paper will be your reading time. So 9:45 is when the paper will be handed over to you. Soon as the paper will be handed over to you, you will be given 15 minutes of reading time from 9:45 to 10 a.m. And the second session, you will be getting a reading time of 15 minutes, 1:45 to 2 p.m. Use that reading time well. Just gauge whichever question you are aware about. Best way to utilize this time is, don't try to remember the answers to the questions in this 15 minutes. So most people, most students, what they do is, soon as they get these 15 minutes, they would start solving the MCQs. They will start remembering answers to the MCQs. No, don't do that. Rather, according to my experience, you should use this 15 minutes to choose from the optional questions which question is to be eliminated, which question is to be performed. So if you have 7 questions and you have to do only 5, then in this 15 minutes, guys, choose which questions you have to do, which questions you think you will not do. Make that decision in these 15 minutes rather than pulling out answers for MCQs. So these 15 minutes, 9:45 to 10 a.m., 1:45 to 2 p.m. will be allowed as reading time for all of you. During this time, you're going to read your paper. Okay. Then you have to carry an identity card, photo identity card, voter's card, driving license, passport, Aadhaar, etc. with yourself to the examination hall you're going to carry. Of course, admit card is definitely required. Then, yes, face masks. Face mask is an essential thing which has been written in the instructions, and considering that Corona's another variant is on its way. So guys, this becomes really important for you. So please be very, very, careful about your well-being, because, even after the examination, don't gather outside the gate in huge numbers along with your friends discussing the answers. Don't do that. It will be detrimental for you. Otherwise, also, you should not discuss your answers. Once the question answer sheet is given to the invigilator, forget about that particular paper and start preparing for the next paper. Do not even look at the questions which are there in your question paper. Don't discuss the answers with your colleagues and peers. Okay. Face masks is necessary. Sanitizer can be taken to the examination hall. Pen, blue or black pen is required. Pen, pencil, eraser, all these things. And yes, normal calculator, not the scientific calculator. Normal calculator is required to be taken in the examination hall. Water bottle you can take. Okay. Then this is very, very important, that, after 10:30 a.m. for the morning batch and after 2:30 p.m. for the afternoon session, you won't be allowed to sit in the examination if you are more than half an hour late. So at max, you can come to the examination hall by 10:30. If you come after 10:30, you stand to get your paper cancelled. Institute will cancel your paper. So after 10:30, you cannot come in the examination hall. Please do see your examination hall, examination center much before the examination. Go today, tomorrow, whenever you get time, go to the examination center, look at the examination center. Where is it? How much distant is it from your home? What vehicle will you take to go to the examination hall? And reach the examination hall at least half an hour before the examination. At least half an hour before the examination. Okay. 10:30, beyond 10:30 a.m. in the morning session and 2:30 a.m. in the afternoon session, you won't be allowed to enter the examination hall. That is very, very important. Okay, so these are generic. So important instructions, guys. Answers must be written on the both sides of the paper. Please don't waste one side of the paper. Many students do this mistake. Don't waste one side of the paper. Write answers on both the sides of the paper. Okay. Additional sheets can be taken, and additional sheets should be signed with the date by the invigilator. Please get your additional sheets signed by the invigilator. Invigilator should sign the additional sheets. That is very, very important. Okay. And then you should mention the number of sheets on the front page or the cover page of your main answer book. And you should also fasten your extra sheets with your answer book. If you fasten your extra sheets with your answer book, tie it properly using a thread. But let me tell you one very important thing. Don't tie it absolutely hard, because if you tie it very strongly or absolutely hard, the paper checker will face problem in opening the sheet. Your knot should be as loose as the examiner or the invigilator should be able to open the sheet without tearing it. So your knot should not be very strong. Your knot should not be very loose. It should be somewhere in middle. The benchmark is examiner or the invigilator or the paper checker should be able to open your sheet without tearing it. That is how you need to not tie a knot on your paper where you need to fasten the additional sheets. Okay. Then you must sign the attendance sheet while coming outside the examination hall. Please sign the attendance sheet. Affix the barcode. Okay. Mobile phone, digital diary, electronic gadgets use is prohibited in the examination center. You are liable to get your paper cancelled if you are found using any of these. And yes, rest all of them are generic instructions which have been given to you. So yes, guys, these were the instructions which have been released by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India for your examination, which is starting 5 days from now. Yes, a lot of panic and nervousness would be creeping inside you for sure. But let me tell you one very important thing. Now, very less things are there in your hands. Because whatever preparations you've done. Now, stay calm, stay relaxed. Trust in God. Pray wholeheartedly. Just remain calm. Just remain relaxed. Because now, not much is there in your hands. Now, everything is in the God's hands. Okay? So, with that note, let me take some of your questions. Yes, shoot. What are your questions? Let me take some of your questions. All subjects completely revised 3 times, MTP done, but not getting confidence. How to compile and summarize all subjects in last minutes? All chapters are getting messed up. This is the question asked by Digvijay. So Digvijay, this is a very practical thing that whatever you've studied, they would be messed up a little bit. But don't worry, while you are in the examination hall, you'll be able to recall exactly the things that are required to be answered in the question. Don't worry about that. Today, tomorrow, till the examination date, this will happen, that your mind will be confused, your mind will be puzzled. But don't worry. In the examination hall, you'll exactly be able to remember whatever is required to be written over there. So don't worry about that. But yes, till your examination, do revise the important parts again. Do revise using short notes like KPTR. I discussed this in class. Key points to remember. Just revise or read KPTR twice or thrice so that the things are fresh in your memory. That is how you should spend your next few days. Next. So will indexation chart be given to us? Yes. In DT indexation, numbers will be given to you. Whatever relevant years indexation number will be required to be there in the question, that will be given to you. And some extra index numbers to confuse you. Some extra CIIs to confuse you will also be given. So yes, you need not remember CIIs completely. Thank you so much, Jyotish, for the nice comment. Thank you. How to learn SPM theory 3-4 times, still unable to remember. Akhilesh Goyal has asked about SPM theory. Akhilesh, very simple. The 2 chapters of SPM, first and second, they are the sole chapters from which theory is asked. Okay, you just do one thing. Open up the 10 years or the scanner. Just revise those questions which have been coming up in the scanner or the MTPs, and you are done. So this is a simple way of learning in a little non-risky manner, learning the entire theory of SPM BVM. सर इस टाइम पर टैक्स के क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करें, टैक्स की थ्योरी जिस पे ज्यादा फोकस करना है. Okay, Dipanshu Arora is asking about tax. Okay, so in tax, in intermediate, theoretical portion is not very important, practical portion is more important. Plus, whatever questions have come up in past, whatever chapters have come up in past, okay, those chapters you should revise at this point in time. And yes, you should solve 2-3 important questions like PGBP. Solve one question which covers all the adjustments of PGBP. Capital gain, solve a question that is a full-fledged question, a detailed question which contains all the questions, all the concepts of capital gain. So yes, practical questions are to be solved at this point in time. Theory is to be ignored in intermediate CMA because theory comes for a very less percentage in your examination, so it can be ignored. And yes, theory can be done through KPTR, which I have given to all of you. So I am writing a number. Okay, whosoever wants Short notes of CMA Intermediate can WhatsApp on this number, and tomorrow I can be sending it to you. Okay, CMA Intermediate short notes. Okay, I'm WhatsApping a number to all of you. Just WhatsApp on this number, and you will be given short notes of direct tax CMA Inter. Short notes of direct tax CMA Inter, which you can actually use. So is it possible to get in first attempt without coaching? Yes, Kartika, absolutely possible to clear your examination in first attempt without coaching. Absolutely possible. There's no doubt about it. Yes, Jyotish कह रहा है अगली मुलाकात CMA final में. Yes, Jyotish, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Yes, I want to see you in CMA final. Or CMA final students के लिए, I want to see you as a CMA, as a professional. The next step is that you are going to be a professional. You are going to affix CMA before your exam, before your name after the examination. You are going to affix CMA before your name. Yes, that is the reward for all of you. That is going to happen very, very soon. How to stay calm? The best way to stay calm is to think that now nothing is in your hands. When nothing is in your hands, then panicking is not the solution. So stay calm. That is why I introduced this particular session by saying this. Do not think that anything is in your hands now, because things are not in your hands now. Time is so less that you can barely do anything. So just relax, sleep well, revise as much as you can. If you have left a particular chapter, leave it. Don't worry. Just pray to God that that doesn't come in your examination. Forget about it. So just stay calm. Just stay tension free. Sir, audit notes for our revision class. Okay, Digvijay. Audit notes you can get from the same number. Okay. 9643929913. Just WhatsApp on this number, and my team will be sending you brief short notes on direct taxation, all chapters, audit, all chapters. My team will be sending you the short notes. Okay. Jyotish has given a very good technique of staying calm. You can actually pick up the subject which makes you comfortable, and that will give you the much needed confidence. Sudarshan asks, sir, any chance of exam getting postponed due to new COVID variant? No chance as of now. No chance as of now, but it's dynamic situation. Let's see what happens. Yes, you're going to pass this examination. When can we get SPM BVM strategy video? Karthik Kandu Kuri. Soon. Probably within tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Maximum 2 to 3 days, I'll be releasing the strategy video on SPM BVM also. Just like I've released for cost audit. Guys, go to my channel. Watch a video, strategy video for cost and management audit, where I've given a short technique of obtaining 85 plus marks in your cost and management audit. Same video will be released for SPM BVM very, very soon. Make use of that video, because now time is so less that you cannot afford to do all the chapters well. So focus on key chapters, focus on key areas. And after perusing the MTPs, I have been able to cull out certain ignored areas of our subject, which now gains importance because MTP mentions about them. So go check out my video of cost and management audit. 85 plus marks, how to score 85 plus marks, strategy, SPM BVM video coming very, very soon. Yes. Anirudh is saying, can we solve only a scanner to secure exemption? Undoubtedly, this is a bet worth playing. So if you have not done a chapter well, guys, only do questions which are there in the scanner, and there's a very high chance that if question comes from that chapter, it will be from the scanner. So a bet worth taking. If you are not in a good condition, it's a bet worth taking. Okay, Digvijay, I'll be sending it to you. Party by Nikkhil sir is near. Yes. Yes. Party is very, very near. Party to banti hai. Undoubtedly, party banti hai. You show me results and I'll give you party. No problem. No problem in that. Yes, you should feel very calm at this point in time. You should be very, very calm, guys. You should be very, very calm. Don't worry now. Nothing is in your hands. So why worry? When nothing is in your hands, why worry? There's nothing to worry now. Nothing to worry. So Ashi Jain is asking for Inter DT. Are total income questions important? Ashi Jain. So total income, generally in CMA inter examination, total income comes with respect to two heads. That's it. So house property, capital gain, salary, house property. So total income, short questions are relevant, but total income, very lengthy questions, not relevant from a CMA perspective. Sir, how not to burn out? Akash Chabra is saying how not to burn out. Guys, at this point in time, you should not burn out because you need full 7 hours of sleep. Don't compromise with your sleep. Sleep is definitely required at this point in time because during the examination, those 8 days, you're going to get less sleep. So during these days, take full sleep, okay? Don't get burned out. Ultimately, the fundamental is now nothing is in our hands. When nothing is in our hands, why worry? Why panic? Stay calm, stay relaxed, chilled. So someone is requesting, sir, please say Nalayak in your typical tone. We'll feel very good. Okay, I'll say Nalayak. Yes, absolutely. So for CMA Final Direct Taxation, CMA Final Direct Taxation students, guys, international taxation is definitely the most important aspect of your subject. Okay, international taxation. But in international taxation also, the transfer pricing bit, that is especially of importance. A practical question is going to come from that particular bit itself. Okay, apart from that, theory from international tax is going to come, but it comes repetitive. So just check out the scanner of last year of intermediate of final DT, and you're going to get theory portions which are coming in the examination. Apart from this, capital gains and PGBP, of course, the most important chapters of your syllabus for CMA final. Apart from that, assessment of various persons, assessment of various entities. These two chapters are very, very important, and questions from these chapters come in the examination quite often. Assessment procedures from a CMA final direct tax perspective, very, very important. So yes, I think these are TDS, tax deducted at source. One question mandatory. So certain important chapters from these particular things are very, very important, guys. Okay. Sir, is writing the sections compulsory in DT? No, no, no. Writing sections is not compulsory in direct taxation, but always to leave a big impact on the examiner, on the paper checker. If you write the examination, then it's well and good, okay? But don't, make flukes. Tukke nahi marne, okay? Because if you just write random sections, you're going to lose marks. If you're not aware about the section, just write in simple words, as per the relevant provisions of the Income Tax Act, and you write your answer, okay? Don't write wrong sections, okay? Pratham, I have already made a video on scoring chapters of DT Intermediate. Ninja Strategy. The name of the video is Ninja Strategy. Go on that video, check it out. I've already made a video on the important chapters of CMA Intermediate Direct Taxation. Yes, I'm at my home, taking live from my home. Yes. Your test boosted my confidence in audit. Thank you so much, Nikita Gupta. Yes, giving test really improves your confidence. Okay, so if you have given test series, then it will be very, very helpful to you for sure. Superb. Imagine, believe, achieve. Yes, this is a very good fundamental. Imagine, believe, achieve. Which scanner for DT Inter? Shuchita Prakashan. Scanner of Shuchita Prakashan comes for CMA Intermediate. Sonia Jangir, that's my responsibility to be here in front of you. It's not an obligation. It's not a favor that I'm giving to all of you. It's not something extraordinary that I'm giving to all of you. No, it's my duty. It's my duty to be here before the examination, so that not to teach you, because I've already taught you for past 1 year. Not to teach you, but to guide you, to give you about important things about these instructions, to really boost up your morale and answer your miscellaneous queries. So this is my duty. Please don't say that, it means a lot or thank you. You need not thank for this, because it's my duty, guys. It's my duty. DT में 60 अप कैसे होगा? एक strategy, I have just recorded a video of ninja strategy of obtaining good marks in DT, which is there in my YouTube channel itself. You can check out the links. Okay. So Karthik Kandukuri is saying that I am confident about two subjects, GST and SPM BVM, but have not prepared well for other subjects. So should I write this attempt? 100% you should write this attempt. If your GST is done, if your SPM BVM is done, then the two subjects which are remaining are cost audit and CFR. Please, Kartika, please, cost audit is merely, even if you know basics of it, then it's just a matter of 2-3 important chapters which you can do. I've already prepared a video for cost and management audit, important chapters. See that video. Your cost and management audit will be prepared in no time. In no time, that particular subject can be prepared. And as far as CFR is concerned, take full-fledged support from scanner. If you just do the questions which have come in the scanner, and of course, since you were preparing for Group 4, you would have a basic knowledge about CFR. Of course, you must have done India's little bit. Okay, just give the examination. Trust me, Group 4 is a very, very scoring group. Give the examination. Do not leave your attempt, guys. And this is a message to all of you. Do not leave attempt. And one biggest mistake which people do in the CMA examination is, after giving one subject examination or two subjects examination, you don't give the other subject examination. This is the worst mistake that you can do to your career and to yourself. After giving paper number 1, after giving paper number 2, you just quit the examination and you do not give rest of the examination, rest of the papers. Do not do this mistake. Even if you are 100% sure that I'm going to fail in today's paper, then also you have to reappear in the next paper, guys, for sure. Do not make this mistake. I've seen many people making this mistake. Don't do this. Stolen Focus is saying, I'm doing training under a broker mutual fund. Yes, you'll be counted as articleship period. Yes, it will be. Okay. Half day gap is there in the examination. How to prepare in the half day? Just prepare the important questions in that half day. That is the key. Digvijay has got a very good point, guys. Group 4 starts with CFR, and the objective of starting Group 4 with CFR is to loosen up your confidence. So even if your CFR paper doesn't go well, don't lose confidence. Give cost audit, give GST, give SPM BVM. Don't leave the examination, okay? If CFR paper doesn't go well, don't leave the examination, guys. This is a warning which I'm giving to all of you. You'll regret taking this step. If you cannot, Megha Tomar is saying, can we skip theory in IDT? Of course not. Of course not. IDT paper comes more than 60% in theoretical form, in theoretical questions. You cannot leave IDT in theory in IDT. But yes, you can leave theory in direct taxation to an extent, okay? To an extent, okay? Yes. Abhishek Prajapati, you should definitely give attempt. You should definitely give attempt, no doubt about it. Raj Abhishek Singh is asking, do we need to give alternative answer with respect to 115 BAC? No, you do not need to give that. Unless and until question specifically asks you to give your answer under 115 BAC, you can simply write an assumption that, assuming that assessee doesn't choose to qualify itself in 115 BAC. Don't give your answers according to 115 BAC, if not asked in the question. Okay, so yes, guys, that's all for this particular session, and it was a wonderful, wonderful session with all of you. So yes, let me sign off. Few days to go for examination, but yes, few words which I always murmur before the examination. Few words which I reverberate. Few words which are there in my mind, which I always say to all of you. A poem in Hindi. A poem in Hindi, written by the legendary Harivansh Rai Bachchan. नन्ही चीटी जब दाना लेके चलती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पे 100 बार फिसलती है, मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है, और चढ़ के गिरना, गिर के चढ़ना फिर ना अखरता है। आखिरकार उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं होती और कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। The crux of the matter is, if you try hard, you will definitely not fail. So, with that positive note, with that amazing words of Shri Harivansh Rai Bachchan, which always motivates me till today. Whenever I'm feeling low, whenever I'm feeling demotivated, I just read these words of Mr. Harivansh Rai Bachchan, and it is a big motivator for me. It is a big booster for me, which I get from these poems, guys. And yes, before I sign off, all the very best for your examination, guys. Do well. I'm eagerly waiting for your messages, sir. We cleared CMA Intermediate. Sir, we cleared CMA Final and we are a qualified CMA now. I'm eagerly waiting for messages from all of you. Guys, eagerly waiting to hear messages from all of you. I'm waiting for the messages. Do well. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about the results, whether you'll fail or pass. Give your 100%. These 3 hours, just play well. You need to play, give it your best shot, and leave rest to God. All the very best and happy studying. Bye bye.